Got a game from the Epic Dwarf versus Omen, Ogre Kingdoms, and Dark Elves. Using a lot of DLC units here. A Heavens Caster, Golgi Maneater, and then 2 of Golgi Maneater's Maneaters. Oh, and 3 Blood Vultures. On the other side we have Malice Darkblade, some we haven't seen for a hot minute. A Hydra. Interesting, not a Charybdis. Charybdis anti-large and that leadership debuff aura is pretty good. Alright, what do we got? So for Mr. Golg himself, we have Deadeye, and then Bugman's. Been there, done that as well, for some extra damage. We have 2 of his Maneaters, 3 Blood Vultures, 2 Gorgers, and then a Hunter on foot and a Butcher of Heavens with a Renan's Thunderbolt and Harmonic Convergence. On the other side for the Dark Elves, Cold Ones and Dark Riders. Then we have Dread Spears, Malice Darkblade, a Master, Sorceress of Dark with just Chill Wind, Dark Shards, and a War Hydra. So, Noblar Trappers mucking up these Cold One Knights under their feet, allowing the Man-Eaters to get some good shots in. Already the Dark Riders have retreated, and the Cold One Knights are quick to follow. Malice and his Master currently murdering some Noblar Trappers, but Golgi himself is in there. The Man-Eater. Trying to get some damage on Malice, make him transform nice and early. On the sides, Cold Ones are spotting the Gorgers, so everybody knows the Gorgers are in play. In comes the first Thunderbolt. You're gonna watch the health bar of the Dread Spears, because I always find it fun. Bap. Love that big chunk of damage. Anyway, one of the Dark Shards is already pushed away. Blackheart Corsairs are trying to save another one from the Blood Vultures, and the Hydra has yet to truly find a fight. He does need to get moving, get something to do, as both of the Man-Eaters have gotten through the front line, are now charging towards the Dark Shards with Gorger support too. So we need some real help back here, and we have Dark Riders and Cold One Knights just AFK chilling around. Golgi himself retreats. He's gonna drink some Bugman's brew. Took a nasty trade with Malice and the Master that did not work out for him, so he's gonna go get to safety. Does need to pop that heal soon. Keep an eye on him in case we need it. But meanwhile, the Man-Eaters got shreked by Dark Shards and the Hydra. Lots of damage there. The other Man-Eaters plus more Blood Vultures going to try and finish off the Dark Shards, however. There is a big heal in for the Lord of the Ogre Kingdoms. Look at him go. That's actually a pretty sizable heal if he can get to safety. So now the Hydra turns attention on the other Man-Eaters. But this time there are no Dark Shards to offer their support, so these guys aren't going to take nearly as much damage as their comrades did. They should be able to finish the job on the Dark Shards and get rid of those guys. Bounce power is 50-50. And the Gorgers have taken a lot of damage. One of them has, mostly. But Malice and the Master suffering a bit on the HP front. He's used the Warp Sword to heal up quite a lot, I imagine. Golden Knights are pushed away, and the Heavens caster, the Butcher of Heavens, getting involved. Huh. I'm not used to seeing the heroes be a caster, besides the Firebelly, so I don't actually know how to interpret this guy. I don't know how he'll do in melee. As the Hunter is standing on the sidelines just trying to chuck spears in, Golgi returns. Heal cap not quite in sight yet. Refreshes his charge bonus onto Malice, gets some decent damage, as another Thunderbolt is just going to destroy this Dread Spear. Look how clumped up they are in it. Ow. Yep. That is a bad time. Master's going to rout, Dread Spears are going to rout. Meanwhile, in the background, the Hydra is still fighting with both of these Man-Eaters. Their ITP keeps them in the battle for quite a long time versus that big scaly monster, and they're actually just going to start ignoring him. They're not getting much done, so it looks like they're going to come help with a fight that might actually amount to something. As Malice transforms into Zarkan, Hazel shakes in the background and keeps making jingle jangles with her collar. And she was laying down so nicely before we started this video. Demon's Curse and Harmonic Convergence warring for the affections of the Butcher's stat line. Overall, it neutralizes to just be plus 24 melee attack. And the Cold One Knights try to help Malice briefly. They finish off one of the Gorger units, but with another Gorger and Golgi standing right here, they will get routing yet again. And Zarkan is beating up on the Man-Eater. Fun. Dark Rider rear charge in, might rout the Butcher of Heavens. Golgi himself has to get to safety. He needs to heal up a little bit. Looks like he is trying to path out of here, but it's not going great for him. The Ogres are currently down on balance of power, as a full health Dark Rider is still here to chase off anything that routes. Nice little Frostbite cast here from the Chill Wind, slowing down the Maneaters, but they are still getting a downhill charge into the Dark Riders and Blackheart Corsairs, so a lot of damage out there. Hydra is not quite able to rejoin the fight yet. He has 3 Maneaters harassing him. No, 5, sorry. 5 Maneaters harassing him while Dark Shards try and peel those guys off. The Hydra is going to run away. And Golgi himself gets chased by the Dark Caster. Turns around to maybe fight her. No. Don't know what that was. That looked weird. I think he used his pistol shot. Just looked odd. Because he killed his own guy, if that's true? I don't know. I don't fully understand what happened. It was too fast for me. Bugman's cast, giving him vigor back, and that health regen he needs so badly. Blood Vultures are returning to the fight. They're probably pretty charged up on that little passive of theirs now, so some extra leadership to maybe keep them in the game. And the Hydra uses a breath attack to set him on fire, get a little bit of poke damage, but reduce the healing he was getting on those last couple ticks. And now the Hunter is going to start throwing at the Javelin while Golgi himself gets in a fight. Poking down the Hydra. And another Chill Wind hurts the Blood Vultures. Zarkan continues to fight with the Maneaters, who are getting a Meat Feast tier 3 heal that they really did need. Trying to get the Ogre Kingdoms back on this balance of power. I like the every so often missile we hear from the Hunter chucking at the Hydra. So Maneater himself is going to run away. Caster is dead. And his pistol does work on the Hydra. It only works on single entities, but it works. The Maw Caster of Heavens is trying to save the Hunter. They have a well-placed Thunderbolt. Those Thunderbolts have been rather clutch this game. Gets rid of the Dark Riders and frees him back up to keep throwing. Now the Maneaters are heal capped. Golgi himself is almost heal capped. Really the only targets left that could be healed would be the Hunter or the Butcher of Heavens. We just saw a tier 3 Meat Feast, so it's not like there is one around the corner just waiting to happen. Harmonic Convergence out for the Maneaters, 77 and 73 for melee stats. They are tanky lads, as these ones also rejoin the fight. 4 models, but a rear charge is a rear charge, and that leadership debuff will be brutal for the Blackheart Corsairs. Should get them routing. They manage to stick it out for just a little bit, then they get going. Butcher of Heavens routes, maybe for the second time. I think I saw him routing earlier. And a beautiful breath attack on clumped up Maneaters does a little bit of damage as Zarkan gets a nasty shot in and a rear charge in from the War Hydra. Really trying to take out these guys, the last true DPS potential of the Ogre Kingdoms. Sure, there is a Hunter, but if the Hydra gets to him, he's not going to have a good time. Yes, there is Golgi himself, but he's pretty low on HP. Malice attempts to get some healing, but the Reaper of Souls, Bloodstorm gives him damage resistance, and he is still healing up with the Warp Sword of Cain. As we do a quick spin, because I had to itch my shoulder. And the Hydra gets another big burst of healing, keeping the Dark Elves in the lead on the balance of power. And these Maneaters refuse to rout. The immune to psychology, they care not. They are getting adaptive tactics, so increased stats as long as they're losing. And they are definitely losing, as a Hydra nibbles on one side, Zarkan fights them on the other. But Malice himself is getting low, nearly heal capped at about 500 HP left. He gets dismembered. Looks like the Ogres just wanted any extra damage they could get onto him. The Hydra's leadership is faltering, though its HP is fine. If Malice dies right now, that is going to rout that thing. Wow, it routes anyway, leaving Malice all alone. And that is going to be GG. Army losses takes the Dark Elves out in a very close game. Foot Hunter's constant support was quite nice. Damn. Well done, sir. Well done. Malice is making him actually finish him off, but there he is going to be heal capped any second now, so he'll just drain out naturally. Unless he gets a pistol to the face or something. There we go. Good game overall. Some slight misplays from the Dark Elves in the early game when they left their cavalry AFK, but look at that. Those Maneaters got 3,800 damage value. I know the Hydra and Malice are both healing quite a lot, so it's a little inflated value, but still pretty darn good. Gorgers did okay. For Omen, Malice got 4,000 value. Haven't seen that from him in a while. Dark Shards did okay. Cold One Knights did okay. Hydra did pretty fine. GG. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.